We are live. Hello, good morning, beautiful people. Oh my goodness. It's another Monday, the third Monday in the first month of year 2022. Guys, the year is going gradually. We are 2 weeks gone. We are into the third week of the first month, right? So, time to go back to reassess your goal for 2022, right? How far are you crushing your goals? Have you even started? It is never too early to evaluate your goals. What have you done in the past 2 weeks? Right? Remember, those 2 weeks can never be regained. So if you are still lagging behind, pick it up. Today is Monday. Start crushing those goals because you've got what it takes. So if you are joining us, welcome back to Motunrayo Emily Digital Business Page and Mercy Kidaha Business Page. Oh, we love to have you on today. You know what? Like I told you, I have a huge surprise for us. Today, I have a friend here, a business partner, an amazing lady. Oh my God. You need to hear from her yourself. But before we get really, really busy into this, I want to first of all say we are sorry for starting late. Okay? Why? Because there is a kind of misunderstanding from our timing. I thought 8 p.m. is my 10 a.m., not knowing that it should be my 11 a.m. But, that explains why we came about 15 minutes late. So, before we go really, really deep into the awesomeness of this chart, I want to really welcome us with a Kenya song. I made it through, ooh, and I don't know how I did it. I made it through, and I can't tell how I did it. Oh my God. But one thing I know, Jehovah took it over. Oh. And that is how I made it through. This is my testimony. I made it through, and I don't know how I did it. I made it through, and I can't tell how I did it. Amazing. That is actually from Dr. Sarah K. Okay?
Yes,
If you
yes,
really
yes,
want to
yes.
listen to more of this, um, go check it out on YouTube. Sarah K. Okay? We don't own the right to the song, but my friend Mercy shared that song with me and it really inspired me. He said, I made it through, right? I don't
Yes,
know how I
yes,
did it, but
yes,
God made
yes,
it
yes,
possible.
yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Listen
In
to that
fact,
song and you will be inspired. You want to tell us something about that song, Mercy?
yes, in fact, that song speaks to my heart because everything that I have done, I just don't know how. But God makes things beautiful in His own timing. So when you start counting of what the Lord has done for you, for sure, if it was by your own might, you cannot have ever gotten to those milestones that the Lord has taken you through. Look at 2020 has been here, 2021, the pandemic, everything, but still I am
Mm.
here. So that is just a testimony that it is Jehovah who is doing it, everything that I am in my life. I never knew that I can be online. I can do something online, but Jehovah did it for me. And if
Mm.
my Jehovah did it for me, I'm sure you can also account what Jehovah has done for you. My
Yeah,
sister,
oh, that
Mtotaranya.
is beautiful.
Mhm.
Thank you for that wonderful reminder. So let's
Mhm.
meet you. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience? If I must say this, um Mercy is an international digital entrepreneur. She's actually speaking with us now from Kenya. Can you imagine that? We love to have you here. Okay, come on. Go ahead. Let's meet you.
Wow. Thank you so much, my sister Mturanya. I'm so privileged and happy to be here with you on such a day. Whoever knew that Mercy and you could be having such an interview? It is only Jehovah. And let me start by introducing myself. I am Mercy Kidaha from Kenya. Kenya is Nairobi, Kenya, and we say good evening. For good evening, we say habari ya jioni. Habari ya jioni.
Habari ya jioni.
Yes, and you just answer mzuri. For
Nzuri.
yes, for me here it is actually 7:20 p.m. I presume from your place it's still in the morning. So I work in a research institute here in Kenya. So I'm working full time from 8 to 5. For us, it's not 9 to 5, it is from 8 to 5. So I have a background in horticulture. I presume you know what horticulture is. I've done so many things in horticulture, but still, I'm running a digital business on part-time basis. Able to, other than my 8 to 5, doing this side hustle that I love so much. Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing this with you. If you must know, Mercy has three major degrees,
Mhm.
and she still finds this digital business so amazing. That means you out there watching this, or if you'll be catching on this replay, you have a lot of opportunity to explore. Okay, you have, because this will never get in your way. It
Mhm.
is a business that runs at the background, even
Mhm.
as you do your regular life, as you do you out there. So tell me, having 3 degrees, having a
Mhm.
full-time job, and having
Mhm.
a busy life, what
Mhm.
motivated you to become a digital entrepreneur?
Wow. I was looking for something that I can be able to do as I do my research, as I do my horticulture. And prior to that, as in, I tried so many things. I'm into farming. I tried farming, but the logistics of traveling, because I live here in the city, and for you to do good agriculture, you need to have huge chunks of land. So sometimes I used to travel to the village, and that was just too tiresome.
Hmm.
And 2019, 2018, we also tried farming elsewhere, but it was still so far away. And this also issue of having to depend on people. You see, it is saying that when you are farming far away, that is like phone call farming, and it is never effective at all because you are still depending on people, and they are sure that in case of an emergency, you are not in a position to get there at pap as soon as possible.
Mhm.
So you always get all those excuses, and I think it was just too much for me. And I was just tired. I wanted something that at least I can manage, that I can be in control of. If it fails, I'm sure it is me who has caused the failure. I don't need to tag it on other people that I was depending on. So that's just issue of having to depend on people, having to beg people to work for you. Because if they're not there, then it means your work is not going to happen. And to me, I just felt it was enough of that. It was enough of that. And also, my parents are retired. I needed to, and I'm the firstborn. So, responsibility says you have to supplement. And definitely with the ever increasing needs, life is never going to be any easier. It is
Mhm.
always getting more and more expensive. And just with one job you cannot survive. You need to have like several streams of income. And that one got me thinking that, Mercy, yes, you are a scientist, you are a horticulturist, but you need to have something that is legit, something that you can run on your that you can have full control of. That is why I searched on the digital space.
Amazing. Good to hear that. Oh my God. You are an amazing entrepreneur. You know what it takes, and you know when to check what you are doing, right?
Mhm.
So, right there you said something, and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of resonated with me. With
Mm-hmm.
other businesses, with other ventures and adventures, you step into out there,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it all alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need
Yeah.
people, you depend
Yep.
on people, you
Mm-hmm.
hire people, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever, especially when those people do not share your dream and aspiration about
Yeah, that
that
is very
business,
true.
they just come
It
in
will.
and do whatever they like for their
Yeah, it
pay.
will not. It will
Right,
not get to anywhere.
right. They
Because you
just
are the
want, they are
vision.
more. Go ahead.
Because you are the vision bearer,
Mm-hmm.
and they cannot take it the way you are taking that business. So for them, it is just money. Then you pay them, you give them their money, but the rest of the things, it means you really have to be there, have to do the follow-ups. And I'm having a full-time job. I don't have that time to be there full time. I just don't have that time. Mm.
I know. So that kind of brought back this fact about
Mm.
our amazing business,
Mm.
that you don't need anybody to run your business.
Mhm.
You run your business as a
Mm.
business owner. You
Mm.
determine what happens in your business, and
Mm.
you don't have to put in all your time. Okay? If it
Yes.
is 30 minutes you can sacrifice for your business in a day, you are good to go. You are not
Yes.
compelled to be there for 4 5 hours. You are not
Mm-hmm.
going to go there to hire someone and say,
Mm-hmm.
do this for me. No, right? So,
Yeah, that
if go ahead.
yeah, that is very true. Because like I'm working full time, but I know like in the evenings, from 8 to 10, I can work on my business. Early
Mhm.
in the morning, I can work on my business before I go to my workplace. Then again, there are tools that you are able to use that just simplifies your work. So that is why for me this
Right.
is a. Mm.
So, this, if you are out there and you are thinking, I don't know, I don't have much time because I have a full plate, I have a full
Mm.
time job, I have family, I have so many things I'm doing, I'm in school, I don't have that luxury of time. Let this get implanted in you that you don't need all those, time. All you need is a productive 30 minutes or 1 hour, and you are
Mm.
good to go with your business, right? So thank
Yes.
you, Oluwaloni Sheun Olubumi, Norali Nobai, Taiwo Adepeju for joining us. We really appreciate you. Yes, we will move on to the next question that
Mm.
people, I know a lot of people ask that, okay, I'm not in the diaspora, I'm not in US, I'm not in Canada, UK, I'm in Africa. How can I run this business successfully? Guess what? There is someone here that will tell you what it takes. She is speaking to us from Kenya. So go ahead. What does it take to run your digital business from Africa?
Yeah, this business, the good thing about this business, you can run it from your village. You can run a global business from your village,
Yep.
as long as you have internet. And I believe nowadays internet is kind of very cheap. All of us are having cell phones that we always strive that they have internet. So as long as from wherever, be it your village, as long as you have internet, you have a good phone, of which most of us nowadays, we always strive to have that good phone. And if you don't, you cannot lack a phone, of course, a phone, or a laptop. Then you also need to have a mindset that I'm going into this business and I'm going to succeed. And also, you need to be trainable and coachable, because I said I don't have a background in business. But as long as you know you have the basics, because the training is in English, you have the basics in English, and you are able to follow through. As long as you know English, you'll be able to follow through the training, which is just video based. So all you need to do is bring yourself, your mindset, be connected, and you'll get a mentor, and a coach, people who have gone ahead of you, and that is the best thing about this business. They have gone ahead of you. Maybe the mistakes that you will not make it, because now they are even more braver and brighter
Experience. Yeah.
above the issue. So there's so much that you are able to get from this for you to be to get started online.
How amazing is that? So if you're out there, you think because you are in Africa or any other part of the world, you can't do this business. I would challenge you to reassess your decision. Okay? There is no
Again.
excuses because you are out there, you're using a phone and you're getting internet on it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
be sure that whatever you are doing with your phone, you can do something much more better. And that is
Again.
securing your own future with
Mm-hmm.
that phone, with that
Mm-hmm.
computer, with that Wi Fi, right? Yes, you
Yes.
can do it. Messi is doing it and she's crushing her goals. Oh my God. She is doing amazing in her business. So let me ask you, how do
Mm-hmm.
you maneuver through, I know you've been to work today. You just came
Yes.
back less than an hour ago. So how do
Yes.
you cope working and, coming back to your business and getting prepared? I mean, how do you cope with that?
To me, it's kind of something that I'm using to relax. Because after my science, I need to do something that is totally different, and totally different from my science. So when I'm doing this is part of like relaxation. And just as we have said earlier, that you get to plan. I need to have 2 or 3 hours of productive work. Most of the times we are busy, but you're just busybody. When you look at the productiveness of that, you cannot account.
Hmm.
So you have to be you have to be intentional. I have these 2 hours, I have this 1 hour. What can I do in this business? Can I catch up on a replay? Because I would say most of the time I don't wake up for the trainings at our time is like 4 a.m. I don't wake up for at 4 a.m. But I always make sure before that week ends, I should have created time to catch up on the replay. So all it needs is just you getting to plan yourself, getting to work with a to-do list, or getting to work with schedules. And if you really want something, you will create that time.
Oh, yeah.
If you really need something, you'll not have excuses. You will surely create that time
I
and work
agree
on
with
it.
you.
Yes.
I so much
Yes.
agree with you. You know
Yes.
what? In
Mm-hmm.
our individual lives, personal
Mm-hmm.
lives, if we
Mm-hmm.
need something, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how tight it is, we will
Yeah.
create that time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't really desire something, oh my God, even if you're not doing anything with your 24 hours, you will still have an excuse to give.
You don't have time.
And one thing I really pick up from what you
Mm-hmm.
said earlier is um for you to do this business, actually this business is not meant for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If For you to do this business, first you must recognize the fact that you desire some change.
Mm-hmm.
And when you desire some change, you need to tell yourself the truth, which
Mm-hmm.
is you can't continue doing the same thing over and over again and see
Mm-hmm.
that change that you desire, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So that means the truth must be told. You need to do
Mhm.
things differently.
Mhm.
So, what do you have to do differently to get to the level, to the life that you want in the
Wow.
nearest future?
Sometimes sleeping late. I have to sleep late because previously I was also working on my thesis. So you see, you have several things to work on. So it means you have to reduce your time for you to get time freedom. It means at some moment, and this is mostly at the beginning of everything. It means there are things you need to sacrifice. So I sacrifice like my evenings. I used to sleep 9:30 before this. I used to sleep around 9:30, but I find myself going up to 11. Or if I sleep early, then it means by 3 I should be up early so that I'm able to catch up, so that again, because I want it so badly, I don't need to have excuses. What am I doing that is going to help me get out of the situation that I'm trying to run away? So for me, I think what I have had to sacrifice so much is sleep, and also keeping the right mindset. I think before before this, I never used to take so much interest in how I'm thinking, the things that I want to do. Because again, if you remain positive, then it means, yes, I can do all things, the way we say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Plenty me.
Yes, yes. And what action are you doing? Yes, I can sleep for 4 hours, and I tell God, God help me that when I sleep, that this rest should just be enough, so that when I wake up, actually I feel that I have had enough rest. So for me also, my mind has shifted. It had to shift to the things that I want. I want this business, and so I have to keep affirming myself that this business is gonna work. I am busy, but I gonna get time to work on this business. If it is, I also had to reduce travelings, because on Saturdays maybe I just plan, I have one or two activities, but the rest of the Saturday I'm working on my business, so that on Sunday, also I'm a church girl. I serve in Sunday school ministry, and I also need to prepare for that, so that I know Sunday is for my
Yeah.
church,
Mhm.
Saturday is for my business, and the evenings are for my business. So I really had to, that time is something
That
that I
is
really had
that
to
is
create.
really really amazing. I just love that you're sharing these from your heart, okay? From a personal perspective. And I know this is going to resonate with a lot of people, right? So what is that excuse you want to give? You are so busy. Yes, Mercy right here is so busy. She's working full-time job, she's writing her thesis, she's doing a lot. But where there is a will, there is always a way,
There is
right?
a
So
way.
she's
Yes,
making
I
those
agree.
sacrifices now.
Yes.
I'm making those sacrifices now, right?
Mhm.
So that you enjoy a
Mhm.
better and early retirement from
Mhm.
running around, right?
Mhm.
So if you
Mhm.
desire something
Yes.
beautiful for you, for your family, okay? This is
Mhm.
a good time for you to do what?
Mhm.
To step out.
Mhm.
Go to www.mercykidaha.online or
Mhm.
www.muturayoemily.com. Register with your name
Mhm.
and your email. Check out what you can do, okay?
Mhm.
Definitely, like we said, this is not for everyone, but you won't know until you try to check it out to see if it is for you or not. So, what
Mhm.
mindset are you having, right? You need to ask yourself
Mhm.
that. Another thing is this: how are you spending your time?
Mhm.
What is
Mhm.
consuming your time,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
How are you preparing for the after now,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So take those bold steps. So I want to ask,
Mhm.
Mercy, what
Yes.
is your perspective of, I mean, being a business owner? Do we need to have a special experience? Do I need to be computer savvy? I know you said it earlier that you do not have a
Mhm.
business background. So
Mhm.
what is it like being part of here?
Wow. I think this business just blew my mind. And I think one thing that attracted me was the fact that when they said, um, if you are trainable, and I looked at myself, I've gone to school through all this, then uh, being trained on what I'm supposed to do, that should not be an issue. I can take in anything. I believe I have that mind of taking in anything. And You don't need to have a background in business or business related things. We have a thorough training that is always updated every now and then. The training site is always updated. And the other thing was just basic English. Are you able to understand English? But we are having translators who are working on getting the training in French, in Spanish, those other languages. But currently, it is still in English, and it is video based. So, it's video based, it is at your own pace. You did not get something, you just rewind, you rewind, you go through it, until you're able to get it. So you don't need to, and again, if you're not getting anything, you still have a coach and a mentor
Mentor.
whom you
Mhm.
are able to call, to ask. We have different chat groups. It doesn't need to be, maybe even if you're coach or mentor, maybe you're not in the same time zone. There are always people, because we are global, from different time zones. You'll put there your question, and somebody will be able to answer you. So you don't need to come in with any experience. As long as your mindset, you are trainable, the
Yeah.
training is just perfect for you. You'll just
Thank
be able to follow in step by step, and it is thorough. Every now and then you get the site is always updated to the current thing, so you don't need to worry about that. With technology, you are also trained. You are told, open this window, do this, so everything is given.
Oh my God. Thank you so
Yes,
much, Mercy.
yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. You know what?
Mhm,
I'm always blown away by
mhm,
the amazingness of this business, right?
mhm,
You don't need
mhm,
to have any technology, you don't need to acquire any degree. Just come
mhm,
and say, okay, I'm ready for a change. Okay.
mhm,
And you will be
mhm,
mentored through your journey, right?
mhm.
So,
Yes.
if you're out there, like I said, check this out. It might be
Mhm,
that the way God wants to answer those your prayers, right?
mhm, mhm,
What is
mhm,
your skills, right? I would
mhm,
advise you try, challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone. Check
mhm,
it out if it is something you want. So,
mhm.
on this note, I want to say, Mercy, thank you so much. Oh my God, it's been so amazing chatting with you. I want this to keep just keep going. It's just so amazing, right? Thank you so much. Those of you that were able to join us on this live, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. It is so dear to us, and we will not take it for granted. If you'll be catching up on this replay, tell us where you're watching from. Right now, I'm in Texas, US. Messi is in Kenya. So let us know where you are watching or you'll be watching from, right? So go out there, check it out, take steps. If you have questions, reach out to either Messi Kidaha or Muturayo Emily, and we'll sure walk you through. Meanwhile, it will be your decision to make, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Thank you so much. Mercy, it's a
Yes.
promise. I'm bringing you back here because we still need a whole lot more from
Yes,
you.
there's so much that we can talk about this business for hours and hours, but at some point we just have to put an
Right.
end to it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy and blessed to just have you on this show. It has been really amazing for me, and I hope that our viewers, you are getting 2 or 3 tips that you can take with you. I know most of us have New Year goals. The year is still young. You can still check us out. It is better to have that knowledge other than always wishing, I wish I checked it out. The information is free. Check it out. Get to know if this is for you or if it is not yours. And again, we are not into pushy things. If it is not for you, it is your decision, it is your choice, and we respect it. Yes, thank you
Yep.
so much.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
If
you.
you are in the country that you can file tax, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
this is
Mm-hmm.
the season, right? Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You can file your tax with our business. You can get
Mm-hmm.
it registered. and you will be doing your business without bothering family and friends. You are
Mm-hmm.
not selling anything to
Mm-hmm.
anybody, right? I love it. So, on this note, we want to say, have a wonderful week. Remember to step out of your comfort zone, crush those goals like a
Mm-hmm.
pro, man. You got this. I love you all.
Love
Bye.
you too. Love you too. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, our viewers. Thank you. Really appreciate. Have a blessed week too. Thank you for your time.